Hello world, welcome back to my channel. Don't you dare skip this intro because it's very necessary to set the stage for this video, and I will be quick. This is definitely the most requested follow-up video. Ever since I showed a little bit of North Tulsa 9 months ago, I was actually headed to an event at Booker T. Washington High School, and I've gotten so many comments on that video as well as other videos. It's like people are trying to track me down, like commenting on more recent videos, you know, asking, when are you gonna go back to North Tulsa? When are you gonna show more? And I put those comments really into 3 categories. And I'm going to paraphrase these comments for the sake of time, but you can definitely pause the video if you want to read them fully for the full context. So if you are subscribed to my channel, and if you haven't, go ahead and do that now so you don't miss anything. You've probably noticed those comments under videos that seem unrelated, or if you saw the North Tulsa video, you should know exactly what I'm talking about. So those 3 categories of comments that I get about that video. This one, I label it as generic racist. I'm not saying this guy is racist, but it fits the mold or the pattern of certain comments. When I read this comment, I said, okay, I see what you did there. You talked about, you know, wild animals and dangerous beasts roaming around Tulsa, and then you made a comparison to the residents of North Tulsa in that way. So I'm not accusing this person of anything. I can't say that this person is in fact a racist. I can't even identify this person or say their race, but I will say that there is a whole genre of comments that I get on my videos that have this type of tone. The second type of comment that I get is, North Tulsa is great, and you should come back and show more of that. For example, this lady who explains that North Tulsa boasts stunning views, Black wealth, and even an integrated country club. I have seen the view that she's talking about at night, and it is absolutely stunning. In my Falling in Love with Tulsa video, we looked at the unofficial map of Tulsa posted on the Tulsa subreddit, and I remember being really happy and excited to see that section or that area that was marked, you know, rich Black folk. I actually met some of those rich Black Tulsans, right, who live in that area. And someone was actually so gracious to invite me to their home, my first Thanksgiving here in Tulsa. So I was invited, you know, as a stranger to one of those rich Black Tulsa homes. And I really got my first, you know, initial glimpse into what I sort of consider the other Black Tulsa. Now, the third type of comment that I get, this category I call the YNs, okay? And I say that with all love. They come into the comment like, first of all, it looks and reads just like one of my nephews wrote it. That's why I know it's a YN comment, okay? They come in and they say, hey, auntie, you made us look bad. North Tulsa is gangster. We're out here. You didn't show the trenches. You need to come back and show the trenches. It's crazy over here. You made us look bad. It's embarrassing.
At the stop sign.
This is Kendall-Whittier. I bet this school has some interesting history. Check out the sign.
Avenue.
Spreading on that. Let's ride. Let's ride.
Continue on North Lewis Avenue for 1 mile.
Tulsa Job Corps is coming up on the right.
Oh yeah, Job Corps.
Just like MLK Boulevard, when you see Job Corps, any city in America, you know you're in the hood. This may be the biggest Job Corps I've ever seen.
In a 1/4 mile, turn left onto East Pine Street. At the light, turn left onto East Pine Street. In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
This whole area is taco shops and mechanics.
Your destination is on the left.
This one looks like tacos and mechanic in one. This is Double O. I've been here once. Drinks were strong, and they lined ends non-stop. I giggled a little because the sign says games and fun, so wholesome. The usual suspects: check cashing, liquor store, nail shop, etc.
One thing that I also want to clarify, in a recent video, I made a statement about North Tulsa being absolutely fine as long as someone was self-aware and knew how to carry themselves. And I was definitely speaking from the perspective of a civilian and speaking to other civilians, correct? Like, nothing about my content is intended. I wasn't telling you to come from St. Louis or Kansas City with your affiliations and do anything in North Tulsa, or decide that you're going to go to North Tulsa and start your criminal career tomorrow because Key Turn 40 said it's okay to play. Now, come on now. I literally was thinking about, I had a conversation with a young lady who was here for Tulsa Remote. She was saying that she really wanted to visit the Oasis grocery store. She wanted to support a Black-owned grocery store locally, but unfortunately she was afraid to go to North Tulsa because of all the crazy things and negativity that she had heard. Like, she didn't even want to set foot in North Tulsa. I had another experience where I was in the car, like riding along with some ladies, and they're like, wait a minute, where are we? We're not in North Tulsa right now, are we? I'm like, no, we were all the way on the south side, like by the mall, towards the mall. Yeah, nowhere near North Tulsa, but it's like all of this conversation and everything has people so terrified of this area. And I just really wanted to, like, you know, if someone wants to go to Rubicon, if someone wants to go to Retro and things like that, if they do have an interest and they are comfortable in a mostly Black environment, I just wanted them to feel like, not to be in a state of terror, right, about going to these places because it's like overblown a lot, especially Oasis. Like, come on now, in the comments section, help me out. So I do believe Oasis is a safe place to go shopping, grocery shopping, right? But yeah, for the record, for all my third types of commenters, my nephews, my YNs, not necessarily YNs, maybe you're educated young men, okay? EYMs, we make some new acronyms that could fit everyone, right? The auntie didn't tell you to come to North Tulsa and be an idiot. So don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. If you can use common sense, come on outside. If you can't do that, stay in the house, period. I don't care where you're located. And no, this doesn't mean that I'm saying North Tulsa is inherently dangerous, but let's just make things make sense.
Head south. In 300 feet, your destination will be on the right. Your destination is on the right.
One more thing. A long time ago, I got a comment from a guy, and I believe it's been so long ago, but I believe he said he moved to North Tulsa in the early or mid 90s, right? I think he said he came from South Central LA. So I was nowhere near that area in that time, right? I was a little kid myself, but I know, right? We know what was going on there. And he said he got to North Tulsa, and like I said, I'm paraphrasing. Hopefully I'm not embellishing here, but I just vaguely remember he said something like, you know, suddenly his sisters or maybe he himself could like go out and play. You know what I mean? They could ride bikes now. There were no drive-bys. The school was decent and things of that nature. Essentially, he moved to North Tulsa and he stayed out of any potential BS because North Tulsa was really a blessing for him and his family in his young life compared to what he had come from. And then he felt like he owed his life and his success. You know, I can't remember everything, but he talked about kind of, you know, sort of his accomplishments and things like that. Yeah, I think about that. I think about that comment. I think about a lot of you guys' comments a lot of times. So it's interesting, like things that just cross my mind, or sometimes I'm driving through different areas. I'm like, yeah, somebody was talking about this, or, you know, whatever the case may be. All right, I am not driving up and down every single street in North Tulsa. One, that would be impossible, and two, no one's gonna sit here and watch that entire video, so it would be a waste of my time.
In my first North Tulsa video, we kept going north on Peoria at this intersection. Let's go a different way.
That Popeyes must be good AF, stopping in the middle, smiling, eating a damn drumstick.
Anyway, that's the YMCA across the street. Not sure if this is considered trenches coming up on the right. Reminds me of the 61st and Peoria apartments everyone warned me about. One story, maintained, looks quiet, low fence, and no one outside. Definitely a different style of home here.
Sorry for the bumps. My camera was fighting for its life.
Head south on North Cincinnati Avenue, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard toward East Woodrow Place. Continue on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for half a mile. At the light, turn right onto East Pine Street.
What you doing?
Driving around doing a YouTube video.
How? Get your ass. From what place did you go get a pedicure at?
Archer.
It was good?
Yeah, but
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Nogales Avenue.
I've been there a few times, and there's a heavy set girl. I can't think of her name right now, but do not let her touch your nails or your feet.
Because the place I go to, they talking about they can't even tell me
Turn
how
left
long the
onto
wait
North
is.
Nogales
It's
Avenue.
1 to 2 hours.
1 to 2 hours. The hell?
For a pedicure is insane. They lost their motherfucking mind.
Yeah, that's crazy. People requested me to do to do some videos over here. Well, I did one, and they was like,
Turn left onto North Santa Fe Avenue.
You didn't show the hood, or they saying you didn't show the nice part. Bitch, what do y'all want? What do y'all want from me?
Like I already know, the comments are full of, you didn't go far enough on X Street. Why didn't you go here or there? Pretty nice, right? Let me know. Do y'all prefer driving with music or in silence?
Fourth West Avenue.
Turn and get out of here. Thank God he wasn't over here. He would have been thinking I'm stalking him.
In his fucking dreams, bitch. In his dreams.
I don't know how many times or ways I can say this. My goal is not to show the entire North Tulsa, just to give a general idea of what is over here. Now we're near Gilcrease Museum. There was a little park or splash pad up here. Looks like a golf course on the right. I wonder if this is the country club that someone commented about. Tulsa School of Arts and Sciences. Time to start heading home. Let's go back toward downtown. These murals honor famous Black Tulsan. I highly recommend the Real Black Wallstreet tour. If you're ever in Tulsa, it is eye-opening, heartbreaking, and inspiring. I'm heading home, but stay tuned for some final thoughts. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.
To my YNs, my little nephews, don't come back talking about you gotta drive down so-and-so street at 3 a.m. on the first of the month Friday when it's also a full moon. If I need to do all of that for you to prove that you're in the trenches, honey, hang it up, wrap it up. I don't know what you're gonna do. Go and get your real estate license or something else. Cause that ain't it. If I'm driving around, there's just certain criteria that I have. I know this is a different area, it's a different part of the country. I know that hoods look different in different parts of the country and different parts of the world. I get that. But there are some things that should just be consistently true that I'm not seeing in North Tulsa. There's no one outside. You can walk inside of the restaurant. There's no glass, no bulletproof glass. I don't see any police driving around. There should be police constantly. I don't see any of those like street lights, surveillance. Everybody's got a front yard, a backyard, a swing in the yard. Oh, speaking of the yards and the houses, because I was looking for this, don't see any wheelchair ramps attached to the homes. I mean, I didn't see any like memorials set up in the street where people were like, this is where this such and such happened to such so-and-so. And those are kind of things that I've experienced in my life. So I'm not saying that Tulsa doesn't have a hood or doesn't have trenches and things like that. I guess it's just different. And then it kind of amazes me too that people are really, I don't know, there's some people that are like, man, no, we want that. Like, we want that reputation that it's really bad and awful, But then at the same time, you have the other, like that second type of comment that's like, no, it's great. Show that. Come on, show that. It's how good it is, right? Two extremes. And then you have that third, that's out there that's like, oh my God, North Tulsa is so awful, whatever. So I hope that those people tuned in as well. And maybe they say, hey, it's not so bad. But I think some people, there's something in the Bible. My grandma used to quote it all the time. You could show the most glorious Wakanda. Like if North Tulsa was just Wakanda, those same people, they would look and say, horrible, awful, throw it away, burn it. I've lived here 40 years and the only thing I've seen is a North Tulsan. The only scary thing I've seen is a North Tulsan. And meanwhile, there's a freaking zombie scratching on his door. A tent city. All right, y'all, I gotta stop. I love y'all. Peace.